Undoubtedly, you're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It would be no surprise if today's matchup turns into a grinded-out affair. The Falcons are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Buccaneers, who will need to find a way to move the football. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out in the pistol. And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Play clock winding down. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Their dangerous wide receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A strong running. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches just say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He juked him, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A beautiful fake. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll set up to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard.
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 94 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, they're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll set up a throw, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. It's good, and it's 21-10. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here comes the D swarming to the line. He'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And his throw here's incomplete. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
22 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They're going to look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And this one is right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now it's 2nd and 7. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Looking to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Their big tight end, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Another pistol look here. The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And here now come the Falcons. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Final minute now of the third quarter, and they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Play clock winding down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd down following the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Red 38.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. Able to drop him for a loss of 4. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Defense showing blitz.
4 down. Hurry up.
And they'll run it here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play.
And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's brought down after a good game. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year.
And this is caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 55 yards.
Well, he took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their head.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Atlanta, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
goose.